That's a grown man in a Starbucks or one of those establishments getting the whipped cream and putting it down his nappy. My man went to work in a nappy. What a fucking whack job. Honestly, your parents must be so proud.
I just, I don't know how he found a nappy that actually, fit on him.
They do adult diapers.
2, I don't know what the whole point of that was. 3, I just know that was uncomfortable AF.
Well, apparently this was on shift, and he just couldn't help himself.
No way he works there. No way.
Yeah.
There's no way. How?
Are you really surprised with the kind of shit that we've seen on the internet?
Yes.
Well, I'm not.
That's
Can you imagine going home to your
mentally
parents
insane.
after this video is posted? How do you even explain that to them? How do you look your friends in the face? How do you even how do you open WhatsApp or any texting app and talk to your friends after they see this?
I slyly just wanted to see him sit down and it's just
The sound it made.
Oh.
And then he went and pushed it up. I was like, bro, that's disgusting. He was making sure they got right in the crevice of his fucking abyss. I don't even, what, is that a fetish?
How did he get home? How did he get home?
Imagine he's on the bus. Yeah, and he comes sit next to you and he sits down, you hear and he just look at you. And then the ice, I don't even know what the ice was for.
Disgusting.
Absolutely just deplorable behavior.
You've seen the video of the 2 girls and then they're like, I'm going to sing Cher Lloyd by Cher Lloyd. And then they start singing Cher Lloyd, yeah, and then the mum comes and she's like, I can't even do it. I'm laughing too much. She's like, she's like, wait.
Have you got the giggles?
I might have to just show you. Which one of you doesn't know how to flush a toilet after they've had a shit?
Oh.
And she's like, it wasn't me. She's like, well, it was fucking one of yours.
Is that the
disgusting?
Yeah, I mean, that's a classic internet video.
Cher Lloyd by Cher Lloyd or Rebecca G. Then. And don't forget all the trouble we got into.
Why does somebody not know how to flush a toilet after they've had a shit?
That's not me.
Well, it was fucking one of yous. Disgusting!
Missouri Department of Health notified us that they're investigating after a Starbucks barista with a diaper fetish filmed himself dispensing whipped cream into his diaper at work.
You know what's even more messed up is that he probably then made drinks for people using that same whipped cream thing that just went down his arse crack.
They need to name and shame this motherfucker so he never gets a job in an establishment like this again.
Michael, I'm not going out and eating from public places anymore because clearly it's just dirty.
Do you know I went
Work
into...
because you can't get the staff these days.
Yeah, no, they start... well, I mean, I'm not going to throw the... I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I'm just going to say, yeah, you're probably best not going there. Home cooked is the best.
Yes, you're right.
I went to a Costa Coffee the other day. And I was with my friend and I was dying to get this one cookie. Costa do really good cookies.
Yeah.
And I saw it there. We traveled far and wide for this. There was loads of coffees in the Costa coffees in the area. None of them had it. This one had it. We walk in. I'm walking towards this coffee. This fucking troll is standing behind the counter. So I'm already like, fuck this guy. He hasn't done anything to me yet, but I didn't like him. And I get
that's a serious mental illness.
What?
Not liking someone that you know nothing about. But anyway.
That's a serious mental illness.
Yeah.
You've never just met someone and been like, something about this person's putting me off. They haven't even opened their mouth yet.
I don't judge books by their covers.
Well, I do. Anyway, I'm walking towards this cookie and this troll standing there. And I'm saying to my friend, oh, I want that cookie. I want that cookie.
Mm.
I get to the cookie.
Who was your friend?
None of your business. And he reaches for the cookie, and I'm looking at his hand. I'm like, there's no gloves on that hand. You're not about to touch the cookie that I want.
Oh, no.
And I said to him, I want that cookie. And it was like, this one, sir. And I was like, that cookie right there, chocolate one. I want that one. He grabs it with his hand.
No.
I looked at him, I was like, and not only did he grab it with his hand, he put it on the counter and a fly sat on it. I was like, no. And this is the second time
Did
that's
you
happened.
say I don't want it no more?
Yeah, I said to him, I don't want it. He said, why? I said, you touched it with your hands. And he just went, oh, sorry.
Oh.
I was like, no, what do you mean, oh? I'm not the mentally retarded one in this situation.
No, it's just, I'm very conscious of things like that. Like, even with people that I know, like, even with you, you know, when you come here and I'm dishing you food, yeah, I'm like, you grab it because I don't want to touch your food with my hands. I just don't like touching other people's food with my hands because I don't want to make someone else feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, but I know you.
I know,
There's a
but I still
stranger behind
wouldn't,
the
I still
bar.
wouldn't do it though.
I'd permit you to do it, it's fine. No, obviously if you did that, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, today was my first day using the men's staff bathroom at school, and it is so boring in there. The women have nice soap and plants, and it smells kind of like a waterfall. I asked one of my colleagues about it, and he said that's just the way that it is, that it's like boring to be a man. But guys, we don't have to accept that. I've been on the other side. There is another way. Colorless misery doesn't have to be a secondary sex characteristic. There's still time to make the little things delightful if you're only brave enough. A singular Glade plug-in is not going to make you a girl, I promise.
Whatever guy said that being a man is boring because our toilets serve their purpose and that's it is a fucking moron. Secondly, I don't want a colourful toilet. Okay, I go into the toilet to piss and shit. They're ugly acts. I'm not in there trying to have a whole
You
show.
don't want to be in comfort when you're doing it?
Comfort is fine, but I don't need it to be all colourful and shit. Just give me a clean toilet
Yeah.
seat and enough leg room and I'm good.
I do agree though. I do think girls' toilets are nicer than boys' toilets.
Do you know what? Girls' toilets are disgusting. Every single time I've been
I
forced
agree.
to use a
Yeah.
girl's toilet, the
Yeah.
girl's toilet is always worse than the men's toilet.
I will be honest with you. I 100% agree. And sometimes I'm in absolute disgust at the state of girls' toilets because I'm like, how is there girls out here like this? Like, it's just not difficult. You know me, when I finish using the toilet, yeah, I make sure everything's clean and tidy and nice so that no one can ever look at the toilet after me and be like, do you want to know the worst toilets? The cinema toilets.
Oh, I can
They
only imagine.
stink. They stink so bad, and it's just disgusting. And I'm like, what am I walking amongst? Because this is just outright nasty, and it makes you think, what are people's homes like, or are they just disrespecting this toilet because it's not theirs? It
Yeah,
annoys me
that's-
so much.
That is what they're doing. They're disrespecting
Nasty.
the toilets because it's not theirs. Do you know, I had an experience when I used to work for some company in Watford, and I didn't know back then what douching was.
Okay.
Had no idea. The name sounds disgusting. So when she said it to me, I was like, "There's something nasty going on here." So these girls got fired,
Okay.
and they went into the bathroom and douched on the floor. And I didn't know that there's several ways to do it. Apparently, they were getting a water bottle and they were spraying it up their butt, right? And then everything was like falling out. So one of the girls went in there, and we just heard her scream from across the office. Apparently, they had like defecated all over the floors.
That is disgusting.
And this isn't the first time that so I did something I shouldn't have been doing in secondary school, right? And I went into the girls' toilets to trade Pokemon cards, and
If that's what you were doing, that's what you want to call it.
yeah, I was trading Pokemon cards, I say, with another girl. We shouldn't have been in there, and I just remember trying to focus on what I was doing, but I couldn't because the smell was horrific. And when we turned the lights on, I was like, am I in the girls' toilets right now? Or am I literally in a shithole? There was
Yeah.
shit on. I don't even know how they got the shit on the walls. Like, how do you even get the shit on the walls? Are they scraping their asses on the walls? So yeah, I would take the men's toilets over the women's toilets any day of the week. Women don't know how to use toilets, evidently. Your toilets are some of the most horrific, barbaric things I've ever seen in my life. You would think there were two wild animals that needed to shit fighting each other in there. That's what it looks like. Period pads, douche bottles, shit up the wall, piss on the floor, blood in the toilet. I will take my boring toilets.
Have you ever gone into a toilet and there's like tissue all stuck on the ceiling?
Yeah. I'm just like, what deplorable, like, degenerate did this?
This is what I'm saying. One time I was in primary school and I was in the toilets and these two girls come in the toilet and they were like, watch this. And she literally got tissue and she wet it and she threw it on the ceiling. I was like, oh, so that's how that happened. But I just thought, what is degenerate behavior? What is the need?
It's honestly, it's just disgusting. And then like some people are unsuspecting and there's a wet tissue there and it's like dripping.
It's just like when you're desperate to go toilet, the amount of times I've gone into like a public toilet where there's like 10 and I'm walking in and out of every single one and I'm like, I can't go toilet because every single toilet is disgusting.
Yeah. Honestly, London Underground toilets, they are something else.
I mean, I've never even seen a London Underground toilet before in my life.
Go to Euston. Euston's got a massive massive toilets for men and women. I don't know about the women's one because obviously I've only been in the men's one in there, but it was just shocking.
Did you see the video of the girl? She was at like Wireless Festival or something. I don't even know if you was the one who showed me. And she's standing at like the front of the crowd, obviously waiting for someone to come on. And mid-crowd in front of everyone, I think she thought she started out, she just spread her legs open, was just pissed in the middle of the floor, and then just walked forward a little bit as if she doesn't just piss.
Yeah. That happens at festivals all the time.
Nasty. If that was you, you're nasty.
Girls do that shit all the time.
Disgusting.
You would think it'd be dudes, girl, because we whip out and stand there. But I was at in Cornwall for Boardmasters. This girl just walked over right in front of our stand. My friends can comment on this because some of them were there and saw it. She didn't even crouch down. She stood there like this, legs open,
like this,
and she's staring at us while she's doing it, smiling.
It's like they think that you can't see what they're doing. Do you know what? I find it disgusting when you see men just go for a piss in the street. It's nasty.
Yeah, it's
germs. Like it annoys me. It really, really annoys me.
It is. It's not cool when guys do it, but I know this might sound sexist. There's something disgusting about a woman doing it. I'm sorry. I just find it so like. So what are you doing?
Yeah, they're just practically pissing on their legs.
Yeah.
Because as a woman, you can't aim and get it somewhere that's away from your body. As a woman, you're pissing down. That's gonna go everywhere.
Yeah, they look like crabs when they're pissing. Legs spread as far as possible.
Well, not these girls at the festivals. They just pretty much stand straight.
What did you say?
Girls at the festivals, they pretty much just stand straight because they don't want to make it obvious that they're doing it.
She must have been on crack or something.
Like, do they not have underwear on? Or are they pissing through their underwear? I just have all these questions. Someone
girls at festivals, do they have underwear on? I think you know the answer to that.
It's pure nasty.
Yeah, I figured I'd let the kids go outside and play. Let them piss off the neighbors a little bit. Because all my neighbors are pretty much Trump supporters. You guys having fun? Do you know you're pissing off the neighbors?
Yeah, that seems like a smart thing. Let your little children wave around Black Lives Matter flags to piss off people you don't know that support a president that oppose the things that you might believe in. How can you send your children out to do something like that? You must not care about their safety. Now, I don't think that you should go out there and harm anyone that has opposing views to you. But I'm not going to get like your niece or your nephew and be like, go and wave this thing that pisses people off out in the street and let's see if it pisses them off.
Maybe he thinks that there'll be no repercussions because they're kids and he's too scared to do it himself, so he's getting them to do it because he thinks this is a safety net because no one's going to attack a kid.
Oh, because we haven't seen that before. Would you feel safe with sending your kid out in a very polarizing time when the elections are coming up, waving out a Black Lives Matter flag with the intention of pissing off your neighbors? You must be crazy. Guy obviously doesn't care about his children. You've let that spider stay and look, it's getting bigger. It's bigger than what it was last time.
No, it's really not.
It is though.
It looks like it hasn't eaten for days.
It looks like it's sizing that fly up.
I feel like I had to learn the concept of chosen families really young, and it wasn't anything to do with my queerness, but just based on the fact that I didn't have the love at home that I needed, and I knew that I was valuable and deserved it, so I found it on my own early on. And, you know, I shouldn't be blamed for that because blood still exists. You were never there for me, and I found my own love, and that's okay. And I think everybody should be allowed to do that. And that's what I fucking teach in the classroom, okay? I always say give it to your friend, not your mom, because fuck your mom. And I don't know, I just am so sad. I am so sad, and I hate my sister. She's a fucking cunt. That's all I have to say.
That's my major problem with school. I really don't do anything unless I actually want to do it. And most of the time, I don't want to do anything at all.
What would you do if this person was teaching your child?
Take my kid out of school.
Why are they hiring mentally unstable people?
Yeah, she's just preaching a lot of wrong things. You know, how are you teaching? Give this to your friend. Fuck your mom. Like what?
Yeah, that's terrible advice.
And then these kids are gonna go home and say, "Fuck you, mom."
Yeah, and then your mom's gonna smack you, and you're gonna wonder why. Or she should smack you. If I was with my wife and my kid walked in and said, "Fuck you, mom,"
yeah, nah.
You see how they get smacked up in Mortal Kombat? That's gonna be you. I don't know how they're employing some of these teachers, man. I mean, she's clearly unstable. Even the way she was talking.
The makeup even is.
She looks like a clown. Literally, she looks like a clown.
Yeah.
She probably has clown pronouns. That's a thing. Clown self. And the problem is not that these people exist, people that think that they're in the wrong body and that, because gender dysphoria is a real thing, right? Obviously it's a problem. Like
big problem. People
that are mentally ill, like they need to be helped. The big problem here is that we are affirming these people. We're telling them that what you think is right and that it's okay to be this way, and that the people that are against you are actually the people in the wrong. And then they're hiring clowns like this one to teach the youth and distort their minds. And then these kids are going to go out thinking that this clownish behavior is the norm, and they're going to teach their kids, and we're going to live amongst us in a society amongst absolute degenerates that don't know left from right. Not because people with genuine mental health issues exist and we should help them, but because we have told them that everything is fine and that we are the ones that are crazy. Me and you, people that think like us, we're the crazy ones.
So you're straight and you're really attracted to trans women, but you don't know what to call yourself. Open-minded, not an asshole, not a transphobe, a decent human being, a heterosexual. Trans women are women. So to say otherwise or to try to come up with a new label for your sexuality for being attracted to us would be othering and assuming that we are not real women when we are.
Is that a man?
Yeah.
He looks better than me. That is a really good transgender because, wow.
I thought you were going to say cosplay.
No.
Would you say that if I started dating a trans person, would you say I'm heterosexual?
This always confuses me. What, you're dating a man who's changed into a woman?
Would you say I'm straight?
I mean, if they've had their bitch chopped off and you're looking at it as you're dating a woman and it's changed into a vagina, then kinda. But you're not trying to go for a guy who's got a willy. You're going for someone who looks like a female, acts like a female, and has changed their private parts to what women have.
Are they female?
Biologically, no. But do you get my point? You're not being attracted to a male here. You're being attracted to what looks like a female. Because that one was fucking fit.
So visually looks like a woman.
Visually looks like a woman.
But
dresses like one, acts like one. And the private part has been changed. It's not a legit vagina, but it's been changed to a concept of a vagina.
Okay, well, here's my take. If you date a trans person, that's completely fine. I'm not going to hate you for it. I don't know why would you hate someone for it? It's their own preference. But you are gay. If you're a guy dating a trans woman, you are gay. There's nothing wrong with that either. You can be gay.
But then this is where it confuses me, because then how are they supposed to find a partner if somebody's gay? They're not going to go for the person who looks like a woman. They're going to go for the person who looks like a boy because that's what they're into.
I mean, that's their own problem. I don't know how that all works, but biologically male, therefore you are gay. And that's fine. It's not like I'm saying, "Oh, you're gay." It's fine. You're gay, but that's what it is. You're not straight. We are not the same. Okay, I biological women and trans women, the reason it has trans in the front, there's a good reason for that. Because then they don't have the capacity to give birth. They're not female. And it doesn't make you an asshole to not date trans people. Okay, that is some bullshit. And I've heard that before. If you don't like trans people, if you don't date trans people, if you don't give them a chance, you're an asshole. That's ridiculous. That goes for anything as well. It's not just trans people. If you're not into white people, if you're not into black people, if you're not into tall people, short people, Asian people, gay people, that's your own preference. It doesn't make you an arsehole to not want to date a certain type of people.
Yeah.
2 things to know. I'm non-binary. I go by they, them. And I work in a store that is pretty much all women. So whenever they're like addressing us or when they're talking, they're always like, hey ladies. So I've taken it upon myself as someone that is non-binary to use this to not listen. And whenever anyone addresses a group as ladies, I am not included. So when they say, hey ladies, let's like stop talking, or hey ladies, let's like get to work, I will do none of it because you're not talking to me. You're not talking to me. You're not talking to me. So I will not listen to anything that is said when it is started with, hey ladies. I'm a theydy, not a lady, a theydy.
This donut will get fired from their job and then scream discrimination after just saying, I will not listen.
Because she's a lady.
She's not a lady. She's an idiot. She's an idiot, and this is why you should be unemployed. I'm sorry, you can't behave like that and then wonder why you are seeking employment. If they say, hey ladies, you stand at attention, right? You don't take that as an opportunity to not do your work. And you ain't the boss of the place either. You don't write the rules.
Oh, but let the boss cotton on, and then let the boss be like, lady, go clean the floor. Lady, go service customer. Lady, go do this. And then you're going to be left to do all the work.
Yeah, and then you'll
because
make
the ladies never got addressed, so the ladies don't have to do anything.
You'll make a TikTok going, they singled me out. It's discrimination. You can't
because
win
I'm
with
a
these
lady.
people. Yeah. What the fuck is a lady? What is that? I thought it was they then. What's lady? She must be joking. I don't know, man. This all looks like, what is going on there? What is going on there? This literally, like, some of these get-ups literally look like you went on to SmackDown versus Raw. You went to the create a character section and you just started fucking with the sliders.
Yeah, the eyebrows. It's a bit wild.
You know when you come out in the wrestling games and like, so on the way to the ring and then your character comes out and everyone's like, what the fuck is this abomination that you've created?
Like you make your character like well hench and then you put it in like women's clothes and
yeah, like bra and panties.
Yeah,
you know this new Street Fighter game has got a really robust system where you can create a character and they can literally like anything. Someone created Ice Spice and she looks just like Ice Spice.
Is it?
Yeah,
I love that.
I'll show it to you. And some people have made some crazy designs, like really weird ones. Someone made Beyonce.
I love creating characters though. I find it so fun.